Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 65 of the top 5 PvP battles. If you guys want to send in your own clips for the top 5, you can send them to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. Now, I know it has been 2 weeks since the last upload. I've had a bit of real-life stuff going on, but nonetheless, I am ready to get back at it. And you guys have sent me so many clips in these past few weeks. It was mid-year mayhem before as well. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do my best to make as many episodes as possible for you guys. So starting us off today, we have got United Killz on his Magicka Nightblade. And right off the bat, he's put a bit of hurt into the front end of this yellow group. And as more players trickle out of the keep here, he just takes position behind this tree here. He sets his shade down behind the tree and just feeds these guys the pokes here. Just continuing to keep his heal buff up and using the positioning behind the hill here to just LOS all the range players there. We see quite a few AD Nightblades in the back there trying to shoot him with some arrows. And yeah, United's just going to kite around the hill here, go for a combo on this guy there, hit him with a few Swallow Souls, a nice big fear, getting good coverage on the group. He still hasn't dumped the ultimate. There it is. He actually gets the kill with the Spectral Bow, I think, as he takes the leap from the enemy player. And a really nice shade right back down there, and he sets his shade back down again as well. And United decides he's not going to try to keep that body down. He's just going to try to pull this group apart a little bit more. Look at the damage at a distance there. Oh my gosh, just putting huge damage into this enemy Sorcerer. He's trying to out-shield the damage, and United just drops him just like that. He gets hit by a nasty stun there, goes for his healing ultimate as the enemy Dragon Knight comes in. Really good play there, and United just staying very mobile here on his Magicka Nightblade. And as soon as he gets a good position, he fears this guy in the roll, goes for the Swallow Soul, and that player caught with his stamina low, and he goes down. A nice fear on the DK there. The DK responds with his leap as the counter. Really good stuff. And United's going to head right back into the rocks here. Gets a good combo on this guy there. Caught him with the fear again. Taking pressure from the Dragon Knight, though. United caught with his heals down. He's going to recycle all of those really powerful heal over time. And look at his hit points just shoot right back up. And the enemy Dragon Knight keeping the pressure on here. United caught him with a nice Spectral Bow there, putting good pressure into him. But he's just going to have to keep on trying to look for an opening there. And he takes the stun from the enemy Dragon Knight with the bow there. He responds with his ultimate, going into the Spectral Bow, the Swallow Souls to follow it up. The enemy DK just managing to escape on low HP. United taking the stun and then right away just charging out on top of this DK. But this guy just keeps the healing power on. The other Magicka players there are also throwing the heals on this Stamina Dragon Knight, and United is just unable to keep the pressure down. He turns to the other Mag DK there, catches him with his buffs down there, a big combo, and the enemy DK dodging the attack while the other player from behind stuns him with the bow again. But United is able to finish off the yellow player there with the Swallow Soul pokes. And he gets caught in a nasty little spot on the tree there, goes back around the other side. Now he's going to put some damage into this enemy Dragon Knight here. He sets up with the Swallow Soul combo. He's got the enemy player dotted up. Another enemy Nightblade on the side here, putting some arrows into him. And United just keeps the pressure down, finally bringing down that DK. He's going to reset his heals here and just keep the pressure on these guys. The enemy Nightblade just trolling him with that knockback. Sorry, that's the enemy Dragon Knight. Again, I keep thinking he's a Nightblade. Something about a yellow player holding a bow. Nonetheless, United finishes him off with that Spectral Bow. Now he's got the last player left here. Just going to give him the business. And that's it. Nice, clean stuff. Great to see that Magicka Nightblade in action. Now, for our next fight, we have got MattyG on his Magicka Dragon Knight, and he's got a pretty interesting build here. It is just glass cannon. He's got no sustain on this build at all, but man, is he going to put the work into these blue players there. Just a weird little clip there from his recording software, but he finishes off the first two players there. Goes to work on this enemy Sorc there, just catches him with the Immobilize, and it looks like they were able to get the res while his back was turned on some of the blue players there. And Matty is going to be taking a bit of pressure here. He's just hopping around with his wings out. The wings, of course, soaking up so much incoming damage. Just pumping his heals here, showing off that he's got the ability to be durable. But look at his sustain slowly getting whittled down here. He responds with a massive combo off that leap into the whip, bringing that guy down. A nice clean roll to dodge the incoming attacks there. He breaks the stun, rolling some more attacks, stuns this guy, or sorry, bashes him to prevent the res there. And man, this blue group just does not want to allow this to happen. he somehow still has enough stamina to prevent this. He's got the ultimate up again on almost no resource, no hit points. He goes for the leap, the whip combo off the dodge roll into the heal, and he gets behind the pillar in time. And look at this, Matty just absolutely fearless. He's coming back out again, dots up the next player here, taking a lot of punishment from the group, just making sure to pop that block as often as he can, get those heals off, and keep those wings up. And he manages to get back into the corridor here, and a little bit of a taunt there to try to get the blue group to engage with him. The blue group, of course, what they should do is definitely just open the door up and ignore the solo player, but look at that, they come out, they attack him, and Matty is going to go for a big leap there, gets a good knockback, managing to survive the punishment from those players with that shield off the leap as well, responding with the whip and the dot up. One player down, the second player caught in the talons, and he goes down as well, and now this guy comes to engage. Attempts the res, but stops it as soon as he sees Matty. Look at him, and Matty again on no resources at all, dumping his ultimate on the group. He doesn't want to stop this fight. He doesn't want to give it up. The enemy player's putting a lot of pressure in here. Matty just kiting back towards the NPCs. He's got a potion coming up. There's that Resto Stab heavy attack. He doesn't manage to complete the heavy though, but he gets the potion in time, throws down the AoE immobilize from the talons there, and just starts working this enemy werewolf with the whips. The enemy werewolf not going for the heal here. There's his first heal there, and I think it's a little bit too late, and Matty just wears him down with that dot pressure into the whips. And this next player engages. Matty just hits him with the immobilized. There we see a nice big leap into the whip. Another player down, and the disrespect. The Nightblade out of stealth, fearing Matty here. He's gonna catch this guy with the talons, go for the dot up. He gets the negate from the NPC on top of the Nightblade there, and then a bit of a camera skip again, as it looks like the Nightblade was able to pick up this enemy werewolf. Matty just puts the pressure on the enemy werewolf right away, not allowing him to get back up as he goes into human form there. He goes down, a big leap on this guy to bring him down, and now this last sorcerer here is just kind of standing around. Yeah, he's putting his shields up, but looks like he's just going to let Matty kill him. And that looks like possibly the fight. Nope, the enemy Sork's going to survive. Matty takes a quick peek at the keep, which has now flipped to the enemy players, and he decides to duck on out of here. Good stuff. Now, for our next fight here, we have got Urzbn on his Stamina Dragon Knight. And, well, it's mid-year mayhem. The keep is under siege. Urzbn right away charging out the big leap on the first player there, just tearing him down. And that's one blue player down. The blue all jump off the siege and they react. Urzbn taking a huge amount of pressure from this group here. He just goes for his shield buff there to get the mending, goes into his heals, turns around, great stun there, great dot up on that player, and Urzbn's going to hold his position on the back of this pillar here, dots up the next player, a big leap on this enemy Templar. I think the Templar just got the block off, flicked the block on that leap. He didn't take the stun, but Urzbn's going to finish him off with some beautiful cancel work off of his great sword bar there on the Executioner, and just continue to dot the next few players up, move back behind the pillar again. He's got that big boy leap coming up here, bashes him into the leap, the Executioner, a super clean combo, and another blue player goes down. Urzbn just keeping on the pressure, going for the enemy Sork here that's trying to roll away, catches him with the stun on the sword and board bar, the Executioner. He goes down as well. This enemy player attempting to go for the res. Urzbn just kiting out the warden behind him, keeping up the vigors as well. And he's just going to keep the pressure on top of these blue players. This player again attempting the res. Urzbn hits him with the bash, goes for the dot up. Now he's got the leap ready. The next attempt at the res is going to be his last try if he goes for it. He's not even going to make it there. The leap to finish him off. And now Urzbn has got just the enemy warden left. He hits him with the dot up. The enemy warden now going into defense mode, catches him with the stun there. The warden dodges the rest of Urzbn's combo, just getting out of reach there. And Urzbn's going to reset his buffs and reset the dots on the warden here. The warden just keeping his healing power up too. And Urzbn just timing some nice combos in there, gets him with the stun into the leap. And the Executioner, the blue player, unable to react. Beautiful stuff. Now, for our next fight, we have got Ricky on the Stamina Necromancer. And, well, Again, there is a siege happening. It's mid-year mayhem, and Ricky is coming to the rescue here. He sends the Blast Bones in. A big Dawnbreaker dump there. Tries to go for the Executioner, but decides not to stick the combo as the blue player retreats back into the group there. And Ricky just working the terrain here, making sure that he can cut off as much damage from this group as possible. The unfortunate loading screen there, and Ricky's just going to head back towards the pillar, try to get a kite on the blue group. Again, they're just putting so much pressure into him. Ricky going for that healing tether, the vigor, and he's going to make the sprint away. So much healing power there. And Ricky wants to get the offensive combo here. He gets the Dizzy, the Dawnbreaker, the Executioners, and just like that, 3 blue players on the ground. Ricky just resetting his buffs here, getting that healing tether off as well. The enemy players dumping their ults, but he's got his next ultimate ready. Huge devastating smack. Blast Bones coming in clutch with that AoE burst as well, and another 3 blue players down just like that. Ricky putting on the heat here, gets the off balance. There's the stun. He gets pulled by the chain from the other Necromancer there, and he's unable to connect the rest of that combo. Doesn't matter. Another beautiful Dawnbreaker smack. The Executioner to bring another blue player down. It looks like a few have been rezzed from the other side there. This guy trying to pick everybody up. Ricky unable to get the bash at the last moment there. But man, I don't think it's going to be enough. These blue players are desperately trying to save the situation, but the ones that get up are not going to have any resource, and these guys just getting destroyed by the damage from this Necromancer build. Oh my gosh. And for our last clip today, we have got MetaMac on his Magicka Sorcerer, and he's doing a bit of a duo here with his friendly Mag Sorc as well. And this fight, well, it gets pretty crazy. So starting off, he's just picking off the first few players here. Takes down the first yellow player, starts to put the pressure on this guy there, connecting with a good frag. He's got the next frag coming up, and there's a beautiful combo to bring down another yellow player. And look at this. Somebody's coming in with the scroll. It looks like he's stuck in the hole there, and MetaMac is going to start laying down the heat as the yellow players come on him here. The other friendly Sorc coming in, getting a good combo in on this guy there, bringing him down. MetaMac connecting with the next yellow player and to bring him down as well. Pulling a Nightblade out of stealth with his streak there. The enemy players trying to engage, and wow, MetaMac and Reflex putting so much damage into these guys just one at a time. Synchro bursting them down. A big connection. This Nightblade doing a great job defending himself from that Meteor combo there. And Mac decides to head towards this guy, trying to get the res. He gets a good stun there. Turns around right away to help out his friendly player who's getting, well, attacked by a lot of yellow players, but still MetaMac picking up a nice kill off with the Executioner on one of the yellows. And these guys are going to start swarming this location. Reflex trying to go for the combo there. Look at that targeting. He picks the player out from the middle of the group. Another yellow player down, picking the next guy from the back of the group there to bring another yellow down. And Mac and Reflex just putting on the heat here. That yellow player on the left there still getting those annoying reses off. A great stun from the friendly Sorc. Reflex just unfortunately catching the pet with his stun, but still connecting the rest of the combo on the player that he wanted there to finish him off too. This guy that has been getting the reses off here, he's going to get the beat down from both Sorcs here. They're going to try to stop him from doing this, and at first he seems like he's got a bit of bulk to him, but a huge combo connects with both the curses, the frags coming in. And look at this, they're just going to the firing range on these guys. These guys' hit points just exploding from full to 0. Just like that, they've completely cleaned up this entire yellow group. There's just a handful of players left on the scroll here. MetaMac and Reflex just putting in the hurt. Big Meteor connection on everybody stuck in the hole. And on top of it, they're gonna take the scroll. Wow. And for the bonus clip today, we have got an awesome 2vX brought to us by Skyrunner and Pifter. And this is cool because we get 2 perspectives of this fight. So we hope that you guys enjoy. A big thank you and shout out to everybody featured in today's episode. Be sure to check out all of these fantastic content creators below. As I said, if you guys want to send in your own clips, you can send them to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. Give me a follow on Twitter if you want to keep up to date with my shenanigans. Check out my Twitch if you want to see live gameplay from my myself. Check out my website, KristoferESO.com, for written build guides as well as a hub for all of my ESO content. We are sponsored by What the Fast. They're a VPN for gamers. They are free to try for the first 30 days, and if you have bad ping to your favorite games, they can help you out. So give them a shot if you guys are interested, in the description below. And then last but not least, if you guys really love the show and you want to help support it, you can always become a patron on Patreon. Without you guys' help, I wouldn't be doing this, so a big thank you to every single one of my patrons. A big thank you to everyone who is watching. Thank you guys so much just for tuning in. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great night, everyone.